Hello, friends. Oh, sorry, I mean guys and girls. It's November. No, it's not. Gosh, okay, this is not going well. Hi, guys. It's October, Spooktober. So I'm supposed to be very scary, very spooky. But obviously, I've accidentally forgotten that. So instead, I'm just going to be myself. Today, we are doing some really scary nails, however. So don't feel like we're missing out or not on theme. So today the nail art for both my feet and hands is sort of slime inspired for the most part. And as in all cases, the toenails can never be exactly like the fingernails just because you can't get as much detail, and if you can get as much detail, it's not even really going to be noticed. However, I am very pleased with the fact that I could actually do eyeballs on my toenails, which you will see, and that the whole effect, both the fingernails and the toenails, look really good, and they definitely match each other. So we'll start off by talking about the nail polish I'm using, which uses a UV lamp. So the yellow greenish stuff is UV drying nail polish called gel nail polish, and I'm not using just this gel nail polish, I'm using it with a mixture of acrylic nail polish. So basically the green is going to be slime and to also give volume to the nail look. So as you can see here, it's going to be slime on a purple background, and then I have one finger, the index finger, where I'm actually going to do a brain sort of look. And that means that the colors we're using are purple, yellowish green, pink, red, white, and black. So the white and black will be for the eyeballs, as well as some red for the eyeballs as well, and that is going to be the same for the toenails. So for the toenails, it's 2 shades of green, white for the eyeball, red for the eyeball, and black for the pupil. So the color theme is going to be carried along. Unfortunately, the gel nail polish, I didn't really have a good acrylic substitute that I could use on my toenails, and I wasn't keen on doing gel nail polish on my toes because I thought it might get a bit too chunky. So on my fingernails, I am now I'm onto the stage where I'm using a darker shade, both of purple, and then I'll do darker shades of green in order to give some more shadowed effects to sort of help with the 3D effect that I was really interested in. And here we're using the red to form the lines of the brain. So it's kind of difficult to see from this far away, but you saw it in the start of the video, and so you know what it looks like closer up. So it doesn't look that impressive doing it now, but the effect in the end was pretty good. So I used the UV lamp 3 times in order to build up the eyeballs and the goo. So really trying out a 3D nail polish, and honestly I was really happy with it. So I probably wouldn't recommend trying to create a 3D layered nail polish with just acrylic nails, because it can be really difficult to know when acrylic nail polish is dry enough for another layer, and you could get 3 layers in, and then one of the layers in between just wasn't dry enough, and then the whole thing is ruined. But with gel nail polish, you don't have that problem. However, what I have heard, and I'm not really sure if it's true or not, but that UV lamps can cause skin cancer, kind of like sunbeds. So when I did this one, I didn't have any protection on. I didn't even put sunscreen on, even though I have done that before. But since I've done this, I've actually taken some gloves and just cut out sections for my nails so that I can try and protect my skin from the rays of the UV lamp, just in case, better safe than sorry. So if you are thinking about doing this, then I would suggest that you look up information about health and safety, because when I use these gel nail polish, it really smelled a lot, and that made me also worried about if good ventilation perhaps is needed, because it might be a little bit more toxic than I was aware of. So that's also kind of Halloween themed, right? Who knows if I'm going to make it out alive. But yeah, so I would just recommend that if you're thinking about doing that you look up sort of information, health and safety information. So back to the nails. The toenails are taking quite a little bit of time to get right, and I had to sort of experiment with the layering of colors and how to make it look good and tidy while also just using one hand, because I'm using my other hand to hold the camera. So I do eventually go over the white parts and try and redo it and everything, but you'll see in the end that it actually turns out pretty well. On the fingernails, I'm now doing dark green lines to sort of mimic slime. And for the most part, the eyeballs are finished. I will just do an extra dab of color in the pupils and everything, just to make sure that it's all neat and tidy and is doing the right visual effects. And on the toenails, I am doing the same. But I'm trying to tidy it up, and it does get a little bit messy. I make some mistakes, I go over it, and that's probably going to be your experience too if you're doing toenail art that's sort of more intricate than just a base color. It's kind of difficult, but eventually you will get the hang of it, and the whole point is that it's going to take trial and error to get it right. Even if you're doing your own nail art and you're using your left hand to paint your right hand, that can take some getting used to, but you will find that over time it does get a lot easier, and then you'll be doing nail art like me. I'm very happy with the way that both the right hand and the left hand looked. You can tell that they're sort of almost the same quality. And that's just time and practice, really. So thank you guys for watching. Have a spooky night. Bye.